All right. What are we supposed to be drafting? Are there a lot of learn cards in this cube? Because that's a mascot exhibition. This card's gotta be cracked, huh? A decent amount of learn cards. I really don't want to commit to a 2-color card on pick 1, even if this is very strong. There's a bunch of learn. I kind of want to take mascot exhibition if there's a bunch of learn, right? This doesn't commit me to anything either, really. Mascot exhibition is super strong. Huh. There's nothing super exciting in this pack. Are they just like Priest of Ancient Lore? It's hard for this card to be bad, right? A death touch counter on target creature you control. This is a combat trick slash bomb, but it's also 8 mana. I think it's just the Priest. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Environmental Sciences is pretty good too, though. I think we're gonna get some lessons. It'll give our lessons a lot of flexibility. Oh, there's multiple environmental sciences in this cube. I don't know how I feel about that. Nadar seems great. I definitely wouldn't have third picked this if I knew there was going to be more than one. Yeah, so for people at home, cubes typically only have one copy of each card in them. Maybe I should have read the fine print. Are there any other weird things like that that aren't normal that I should know about for this? Are there any other cards that are multiples? It's the only card they did that with. Okay. I guess that makes sense to a degree because you want people to like have stuff to get with their lessons, but definitely makes my third pick sciences pretty mediocre. Man, this pack is atrocious. Just all these cards are bad. I guess this is fine. Maybe. I don't know what we're drafting. Alright, this is like a good magic card. We got heroic reinforcements. I could take the step as well, but I feel like it's important that I get some actual good spells here. Huh. Grab the anvil for now. We could end up in that, I suppose. Alright, Doom Traveler is just a good magic card. I have no idea what we're doing, chat. It's a draft format with a custom draft list across multiple sets, essentially. What Cube Draft is. I have, like, maybe 4 playable spells. Yeah, I like to make sure we do at least one sporadic. If it's good, we'll do a few cube drafts, but I wasn't a huge fan of this one last time, but the card list is slightly different this time through, so I like to give things a chance. Alright, we got a couple of maybe playables here at the end. Or at least in our colors. Glass Casket's a removal spell. Hey, Sporadic, thanks for the subgifts. That's super generous of you. Ooh, Angel of Intervention seems great. We actually haven't seen a single learn card, right? I drafted a bunch of lessons, and then we haven't seen a single thing that learns. Hey, congrats, Penguin. All right, I think we're white kind of aggressive stuff. Maybe. I think I'd rather have the 2 power than the 3-bit inspector. That's close though. It's important that the dogs have friends. Something like that. Yeah, maybe the inspector wheels, we'll see. Would you rather have Ancestral Blade or Krenko? Krenko's a must answer, right? They don't have a removal spell or a blocker, it just grows out of control. I guess we just take this. It's like a 2-drop in our colors, even if it's a little hard to cast. Ask sounds good. That seems pretty good. It's a 2-2 that comes back later. I need to fill my curve in a little bit more early. Yeah, hopefully we can get, like, at least 1 learn card in our colors at some point. I think we've only seen 1 learn card total. We saw the 1 green card rotated by us. I don't want to play this egg, but it's also better than having to play an off-color card. Banneret's probably fine. It's a decent aggro card. Leave your end step, pay one. When you do... Let's say Shrine Creature. Alright, our last pack kind of needs to be good for us. I just take this because it's self-enabling, right? I guess I have Daxos too, technically. Like, I don't really have life gain synergies, but like, this just like makes 2/2s and then also makes them bigger. I think that's fine.
I seek a path to peace.
Honestly, we might just be playing the farm half of this. The rest of this pack is pretty bad. I don't know that I have enough artifacts and enchantments for this. I don't really have many. I think I'd rather have farm than Reign of Truth. Maybe if the Hallowed Fountain Wheels, we can draft that to splash the Aftermath side of this, potentially. You'll take the on-color pathway. Morning, Sanzai. First day of class sounds great. This will take out number El Jefe Grande. Thanks for the 1.5 years. Good morning. I'm kind of low on playable spells. I like want this temple, but you see a pair of goblins might be the necessary pick. It's close. I think this is the least amount of playables I've ever had going into pack 3 of a cube draft on Arena. Yeah, I don't know that we had quite enough tokens for Divine Visitation. Maybe we did. I guess we have quite a few things that make tokens. They're also cheap, though. Like, Visitation's a little awkward in a deck like this that wants to be more aggressive. Hey, thanks for the Prime, Sanzai. This is a removal spell. It's a weird templating. Two learn cards. Sign me up. That was the last pack too, right? Because this is our first pack coming back to us. Bazipples, thank you for the 22 months. Welcome back. Beats Fetters is also pretty fine. All right, we're gonna end up with something playable here. We're gonna end up pretty playable, chat. Whoa, we got the last pick. You see a pair of goblins. That's exciting. All right, we started off kind of shaky, but we ended up with something relatively reasonable here. Okay, so this is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands is probably plenty. Our curve's relatively low. We also have a couple of learn cards to fish up our lessons as well. I mean, our first couple of picks didn't really lead us towards anything. I drafted a bunch of learn cards. All right, let's call this good enough. Daxos and a Johnny together. That's just good deck building right there, champ. If we hit running lands here, we're in a very good spot. We brick and die, we're in a less good spot. Okay, and hitting the third land means we're pretty likely to hit the fourth because we get to scry here. Okay. These are coming up Millhouse, chat. And we can make a treasure token. The Weatherlight. Okay. And they can crew it. It's a little scary. Why would I need a soundboard when I can just save various things? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And then if they want to use this to attack in next turn,
Our true strength lies in
that's
our
fine.
friendships.
No reason to attack into their 4/5 here. Oh, they didn't attack a Johnny. That's great for us. Okay, so let's make another cat.
True friends always stand by your side.
We'll make 3 creatures. Our cat turns into an 8/8. Yeah, our curve there was kind of silly. Or like a 1-drop. We're kind of like a 1-drop off of being a constricted curve, honestly. For those of you that get a majority of your United States political news from this channel, today in stuff that happens in Florida, Florida has blocked 54 math textbooks from their K through 12 curriculum, claiming that they contain critical race theory. You know, mathematics, that subject that's famous for dissecting critical race theory. And then The Daily Show with Trevor Noah is ever a gem. They quote tweeted the NPR article about this with, "Just wait till they find out mathematics can be non-binary." There's The Daily Show that quote tweets NPR for those of you that want a source. This hand's less cracked than the last hand, but still pretty reasonable. I think with 4 other lands rolled up, I'm just gonna go ahead and cycle this here on the first turn. What's going on, future poker stars? Thanks for re-upping. I appreciate the continued support. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Hope your Easter weekend went well. Jewel-eyed Cobra. When it dies, create a treasure token. Okay. Hey, Caforlo, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. We're probably just trading the Paragoblins for this 4/2. Yikes. Nanitch! The number did go up. Thanks for the 25. Welcome back. Okay, well, that's no longer an option. We'll go ahead and trade a goblin for a pup here. And then we will be able to Faith's Fetters this next turn at least. So we got that going for us. No attacking or blocking for you. Well, Faith Fettering the Maul doesn't pull it off of their creature that it's already on. So I'm not sure that that's super helpful. Outnumber. Outnumber. Farm. It's actually pretty good. It seems to be more synergy-based, less card quality, Steve. This is only our first match, so jury is definitely out on how I feel about it. Grab a historic card out of the top 5 cards of their deck. Alright, so we'll end step Goblin Wizardry. These things have prowess, so they're gonna be 3/3s when we heroic reinforcements next turn. And we'll go land, infantry, reinforcements. Be a pretty solid chunk here. If they block any of my 2/2s, the Mask of Immolation can sack to finish it. I guess they could block the one that the mask is on. They're just trading with the 3/3, sure. We have gone fairly wide. Man, I miss Heroic Reinforcements being a constructed playable card. That was such a good standard format. Z-Man, thanks for the 32 months. Welcome back. I think this is a lethal attack with the mask allowing us to deal some damage after. I haven't decided what format we're playing for constructed after this. Probably standard. Standard's definitely the most popular format on Arena. My friend. Alright, pretty clean 2-0 there. Powerful curve in the first one. Good go wide into reinforcements there for the second. Five color humans in historic. Can you link a deck list in chat, Griffin? I'm curious what that looks like. I'm looking for some other historic decks for later in the week. If you have untapped stats for it, that'd be better. But if you don't, just any old deck list site will do. There's no big derpy green deck in this draft, Grimhorn, which is kind of criminal. I am definitely a big fan of the big derpy green. This is where the magic happens. Right here, chat. Oh yeah, Discord is great, Griffin. If you could tag me so I could look at it later, that'd be great. Gonna get the mascot exhibition for later. This card seems pretty unbeatable and limited. Yeah, and the mascot exhibition means that even if we flood a little bit from here, we'll end up in an okay spot. And if we don't draw lands to cast the mascot exhibition, we should be drawing spells, thus still being in an okay spot. This is actually the only spell in my deck I can't cast on 4 lands. Well, the new set is fully spoiled modest, and there's no ninjas in it. Ninjas are a pretty rare type of creature for Magic. We got a Wandering Emperor. It's not great for us. Hopefully we draw untapped land next turn so we can Angel of Intervention with this Krenko.
New moves to teach you.
So, do I want this to be a 4/3 or do I want extra 1/1s? I think I want extra 1/1s.
Always glad to meet my match. Until next time, then. Guards, to me.
Eaton Chant, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning. I wonder how many auras they're playing. Happy to take this trade. I wonder if they, this trade's not very good for them, so I wonder if they feel like they need the treasure here. Yeah, that before drop. Ooh, that's a good draw with this having lifelink.
There is no greater treasure than quiet time, my friend. I am proud of those who walk beside me.
Hold back this other flyer just for max defense for my Planeswalker here. One of them attacking me is kind of weird.
Pure soul can inspire others.
Let's let a Johnny die to the Gear Hulk here. Served his purpose.
I have let my friends down.
Oh, unless they have another Gear Hulk type card here. Should be game. Yeah, I believe the fall set is coming out a little bit sooner than it usually does, Leon Dev, but there is going to be a pretty big break in between Capenna and Dominaria. Like I'd be surprised if we get Dominaria before like late August, early September, because usually it's not till October that rotation happens. So standard's definitely going to cement a little bit, but that's the nice thing about Alchemy. We'll have Alchemy to provide a little bit more variety in play patterns. Yeah, there'll be an Alchemy set, and we're getting Alchemy Horizons over the summer as well, right? So if you want a format that changes more frequently, Alchemy is definitely the one for you. Taters and tots. Look at that. Thanks for the follow. Yes, we are supposed to be getting a new non-rotating format on Magic Arena that's like a Pioneer placeholder before the summer even. They said it would be out in a month or two last month, so a dragon fodder here, and then if we fail to hit the untapped land next turn, we can just pump this and mentor with it. I'm interested to see what the popularity of that format will be like on Arena, because Pioneer in and of itself is pretty popular at the moment. Honestly, I know I kind of want to land too, but I think I'll take a removal spell in the bank. Standard's the best it's ever been in Arena. I actually disagree with that assessment. I think this is the best Standard has been post-Fire Design, but it's definitely still a cut under what RNA / Guilds of Ravnica was. Those last two Standard formats before Fire Design started were excellent. I am not a good person to ask for information on competitive stuff. I don't follow competitive Magic at all. My engagement with Magic these days is mostly what you see on stream and on Twitter occasionally. Okay, so this gets to clean out this golem, and then Krenko gets a solid attack here. And then next turn we get to see a pair of goblins and charge them. Look at that, chat. We do, in fact, see a pair of goblins. Well, they said a month or two last month, Navier, so I guess that could theoretically be the end of May, but I'm expecting it before June/July. Our opponent is disconnected. Alt F4 concede. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they're probably dead. Apologies for the folks that we have to wait through this. Arena does not give you an indicator if they're on mobile or PC. Wait, well, and we're 2-0. See if we get our prizes back. Jeff, you said in the past that you can't believe you used to travel for tournaments. I imagine it used to be fun with friends. What's your reason for saying that? I want you to think about how many times you've loaded up Magic Arena and played 2 matches in a row where you mulliganed or you stumbled and died or you flooded and died and you made reasonably decent choices and you just lost despite making okay choices. Now, imagine instead of just opening Arena on the computer, you spent, you know, $500 to $1,000 on a paper deck, and then you drove in a car for 4 to 10 hours, you paid for a hotel, and then that happened. And then after it happened, you decide, you know what? I'm gonna do that again next weekend. I think I'm just getting an expensive environmental sciences here.
Appreciates my handiwork.
Is it silly to Faith Fetter this token and then kill their Planeswalker? I feel like it's not.
Fortune favors you.
Is our familiar bigger here too? It's just sweet. Keep the pressure on. This has actually been a super short cube draft, all things considered, huh? This is match 1 of game 3, and we've only been going for 46 minutes, including the draft portion. Ashton, thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back. What's a cube draft? It's a custom draft format. Where instead of drafting from set booster packs, you have a custom card list that you draft from. Well, that's just a 4/4. I guess we'll just do this. Make a thing and pass.
All those who stand up to you. Our true strength lies in our friendships.
It's a decent pickup. So now I can go plus this, gain some life, make this bigger. I can make this a 3. And then we can go ahead and attack with these, mentor onto here, and then whatever they block with the 4/4, we'll kill it with farm. Gain some life every time they cast an enchantment. Two turns, you could alter Johnny. We are getting kind of close, aren't we? Is our friend. Let's go pump you. Pump you. Attack, attack, attack. They have to block this one, right? I guess they could have a removal spell here. Well, they have to block the 5 or the 4, I guess I should say. Make a Kit Kat.
True friends always stand by your side.
Ooh, that's actually a fantastic draw. Gives trample too, right? Yeah. The classic red trample card. What's up, my dude? Needs my driver's license. Tell her my wallet is upstairs somewhere. I think it's in my bedroom, bud. This is lethal, right? Not really sideboarding here. Run it back. Lumbering Falls. Thanks for the 39 months. I appreciate you shipping your Prime back this way again. 38 months? That's like one COVID year, right, Abyssal? Morning, folks. Gosh, if we win this game 2, we might actually have time to do 2 constructed decks still today. This took less than an hour. What's going on, Rhino? Welcome back. It's wild to think that 2019 was only 10 years ago. My, does time fly? Indeed. Let's make a set review command because that's been a common question today. The set doesn't release on Arena until the 28th. Jeff will do his normal constructed set review before then. I've been not saying. Thanks for the 26. There's no big mono green deck in this format, Whiskey. It's a travesty. You control a Death Touch. Oh, tap, have Death Touch. Untap, have Hexproof. Untap another creature you control. It's a neat design. See a pair of goblins, chat. I think we're chilling. Yeah, Wizards has decided that digital-only Magic players are second-class customers who should have to wait an extra week for a digital release compared to paper. Cube Draft is 1/1 tribal? Yeah, something like that. Just let them hit me here, because I'm going to make all these things bigger next turn with the Angel. Yeah, so it used to be the Arena set release happened Thursday and then it released in paper Friday, right? Was what used to happen, right? Was that my understanding or am I missing? I haven't paid attention to paper for a super long time. Arena was slightly before, but not like an entire week before, was my understanding. So 23 months, Pit Panther. So comments like yours are silly, Kendall, because believe it or not, the same people that make the Arena Mastery Pass are the same people that choose the set release. Like, it's all the same company. They get to coordinate that. No, chat. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, chat. The pre-release for Magic Arena, or for Paper Magic, is nonsensical PR bullshit buzzwords. The set release is when people have cards in their hand. So the pre-release in Paper is the actual release day. And that wasn't like, once upon a time, the pre-release was like something really special and fancy, because for people that don't know, it used to be that you literally couldn't, they didn't have a full spoiler before pre-release. Like, pre-release was this kind of fancy magical time where you like went and didn't actually know what cards you were going to be playing with. It was super novel and neat. We're learning, chat. I mean, their pre-releases were always sealed, didn't it? We just mascot exhibition, right? So this can untap this, I guess, but it's whatever. Blue Black Ninjas doesn't really have the supporting cards to be competitive and constructed. Yeah, they're technically not standard or format legal until the official release date, but talk to anybody that ran paper tournaments at a local game store that week in between pre-release and actual release, and they will all tell you stories about how people would always show up and be very confused that they couldn't play with cards they opened at pre-release in their constructed deck. So it definitely served to only create confusion among players. So even from that perspective,
Kill your enemies.
it wasn't great. Mask of Immolation is even more reach here too, but they're just into the attack. I knew stores that just didn't run constructed during that time frame because of confusion. What a good system. All right, well, that cube draft for all 3 matches plus the draft portion itself Took us 1 hour and 52 seconds. Not bad. Get that. We made a 2,000 gold profit. We got some mythic rares. Good stuff. Good stuff. Clean 3-0.